And now, on to Leading Edge Injury Law. This segment is a presentation of Attorney Paul Samakow. Attorney Samakow has 6 offices to serve our community. Attorney Samakow is a personal injury lawyer. We all love to be behind the wheels, but due to bad traffic, inclement weather, or for that matter any other disturbances or distractions, that can lead you to an automobile accident. What happens then? Let's hear all about this from Attorney Samakow, who is questioned by Dr. Rajesh Mehra.
Good morning. This is Dr. Rajesh Mehra bringing you some very important tips about business, legal, medical, whatever the hot topics are these days, and to educate you guys on different topics that would be very helpful in your daily lives. This morning I'm honored and privileged to have with me in our studios Mr. Paul Samakow, a very prominent, renowned personal injury attorney in the Metro DC area. Mr. Samakow, Attorney Samakow, welcome.
Thank you for those kind words. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, you must have been in a warmer place because I know you have a big smile and everything. I mean, it's like you just came from warmth and sunshine and all of these things.
I like to bring sunshine where I go if I can be corny. You know, I'm a blessed person. I have good health, a loving family who have good health, and I have, you know, an occupation that allows me to have a roof over my head. So,
hey, what else do you want these days, right?
You know, I mean, there's always more, but I'm satisfied, you know, if I can just go to the next day and know everybody's happy and healthy.
Excellent. That's a very good outlook. I wish we all had that outlook. So, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where did you go to law school?
Well, I went to law school in Springfield, Massachusetts.
Okay.
It's a small town that's about 90 miles west of Boston. Western New England College School of Law. And I am thrilled that my law school alma mater about 3 years ago became a university. So where I went, actually, where the building is, it's still there, but it's now Western New England University School of Law.
And
so,
you've been serving and helping people in Northern Virginia for how many years in the Metro DC area?
Well, I've been an attorney. October 1st was 35 years. I've been practicing law in Maryland and in Virginia. I am a DC native. I went away to go to law school and I came back. I've lived in this area basically my entire life.
Wow, 35 years you've been serving the community. For our viewers to know, as in other fields, i.e. medicine and engineering and computers, lawyers are also specialized in what they do, and Mr. Samakow happens to specialize in something called personal injury law. This specialty is dedicated to taking care of issues, payments, cases that relate to injuries of various kinds. And we've been doing a series on how do you file a case, how do you find a lawyer, and today I want to deal with sort of a topic that we all deal with on a daily basis, and it's a bit of a nightmare, is insurances. Now, I could ask you probably 10 different questions, but to start with, let's start with something simple. How and what should one's auto insurance cover, besides the body and the mechanical things, as far as potential bodily injuries go?
Well, it is a very good question, and as you said, you could ask me 10 questions, I could provide 110 answers.
I know.
The basic automobile insurance policy is designed to do 2 things. It's designed to protect you in the event someone causes a collision that it's not your fault, and in the process it also talks about getting vehicle repair and that sort of thing, but you want to have coverage that protects you against another driver if that other driver does not have good insurance or has no insurance at all. The provisions in insurance coverage and automobile insurance that protect you in those events are called uninsured for the driver who causes the accident, had no insurance, uninsured, and underinsured, where they may have had insurance, but they didn't have enough to address the concerns and problems that they caused by causing the collision. So 2 things, protecting you, and protecting you if you do something wrong. Okay, if you do something wrong, if you cause a collision, you want to have a policy that allows your insurance company to have the ability to pay all the claims of the other parties who, unfortunately, you injured because you negligently caused a collision. Doesn't mean you're a bad person, but as the expression goes, accidents happen. That's why you want to have good insurance. So if I can just continue, they say lawyers talk a lot.
No,
So
well,
I'm gonna,
that's a good thing, right?
I'm hopeful that you're going to interrupt me once in a while.
When I have a
But-
question, I will.
Okay, and I know you, and I know
Right,
you will, so I
right.
appreciate that personality characteristic
Right.
trait of yours. But the issue about insurance for me is that I see over and over and over again, there's not enough coverage, and that's the fault, in my opinion, of the insurance industry, who counsel and coach their sales teams, their agents, to sell the very low policies of insurance. So as an example, in Maryland, you have to have $30,000 of liability coverage. In today's world, that's not enough. If you cause an accident and someone has even a modicum of injury requiring moderate medical care and services, what have you, $30,000 is not
nothing.
enough.
Right.
Now in Virginia, it's even worse, it's $25,000. So I recommend, and please don't, viewers, don't fall off your chair, I recommend going out and getting $1 million of insurance coverage. And you're saying,
Really?
what? $1 million? That's ridiculous. Oh, who needs $1 million? Well, many people have 100,000, okay? Some people have 300, some people have 500, but I want you to go to your insurance agent and ask for the pricing, because the difference between the minimum limit required, 25 or 30 in these two states, Maryland and Virginia, and going all the way up to $1 million is not significantly more. And so rather than driving around at what I call financial suicide, because an accident can happen at any time. It's not whether you cause it or somebody else causes it. It just can happen. And the injuries and the claims that can come and the money that's then following that needs to be paid out, that's due, even to compensate you if you can't go to work. The minimum limits are not adequate in most cases of even moderate injury. So to have 100,000 is good, 300,000 is better, $1 million is an appropriate amount. And again, people, their mouths drop open when I say this to them in person. Oh, I can't afford that premium. Well, how much is a broken leg worth? How much is being out of work for 5 or 6 months worth? How much is your spouse worth? Your child? How much are they worth? And I'm not even talking about the potential, heaven forbid, of a death claim. I'm just talking about some moderately incapacitating injury for an extended period, 2, 3